Hello everyone, this is Darcinovia here. I am back, and I'm reviewing another issue, or issues would be more accurate to say, of the classic Marvel run. Now, this time, instead of reviewing individual story arcs like I normally do, all these stories I'm about to talk about are independent stories that are one-offs, so they're not part of a larger story. And rather than do 5 reviews that are 2 minutes long, I could just do all these in one video. So the first of these issues I'm going to be talking about is issue 45, and it's it doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. It's classic Marvel, and at the Star Wars universe wasn't established as much as it is today, so I can maybe able to overlook the ridiculousness of this story. Anyway, the story is Death Probe. In this story, the Empire is te- is testing their new weapon, which is a probe droid who, for some reason, can just easily destroy ships, which doesn't make any sense. But it's a stupid story that has pretty damn good artwork. I will admit. Then again, I think the artists for this comic are really good. It does have some cool looking panels here and there. Though the story isn't anything special, I do think it's stupid and mindless fun. I I would read this. I mean, it's only one issue. It's a one-off. It does have some cool looking panels like this here. So yeah, the story is all right. Issue 46. This is a Lando and Chewbacca adventure. I think this story is better than the first one. I think the artwork, as it says, definitely better. And Lando, an awesome character, barely gets any stories in the EU, and it's nice to read stories featuring Lando. Now, this is a story of when Lando meets someone that was considered a hero in the rebellion, but he stopped because of his violent ways. He didn't want to be consumed by it. I don't know what this story was supposed to be. I think this may have been a anti-war story. I believe that's what it was. I don't know. I had to research what was going on at the time in the United States or the world in 1981, why the story was written the way it was. But it has pretty good artwork. I don't think it's a bad story. It's just like your other typical Marvel comics. I don't consider it the greatest story in this run, but I do consider it probably the best of the issues that I'm reviewing. Considering the story at least gives us some, stuff about Lando. Oh, issue 47. I'm sorry, I am not interested in reading about 3PO and R2D2. I'm sorry. Yes, the artwork looks pretty cool. It looks nice. And that's the thing. The art is great, in my opinion. It's just, I'm not interested in reading comics featuring 3PO and R2D2 as main characters. And the concept of having a droid world, I think, is interesting. It'd probably been more interesting if it was a longer story, but it's very weak because it's not really fleshed out very well. And the art is kind of strange. This art doesn't look like Star Wars to me, even though it looks straight, cool at times at certain angles. At least some of the panels. I don't think this is that great of an issue, though it's a far cry from the earlier issues of the Marvel run. Issue 48. If I have to be honest, I am not a fan of this issue. Yes, the art is better, it's good, but it's just so stupid. I mean, seriously, of all the stories you could come up with, you have Leia and Darth Vader trying to prevent each other from getting aid from this planet. And Leia's trying to get alone, and only to find out towards the end that oh, but we planned this the whole time. The stupid explanation. It's my least favorite issue after the issue 47. I just don't think it's that good. And I just really do not like, you know, this issue. And not to mention, it feels like one of those stupid, cliched, you know, stuff that you would, see or read in a 60s comic or cartoon, and I just don't like it. Honestly. I consider this one of the worst issues in the classic Marvel run. The Last Jedi, which is issue 49, yeah, not to be confused with the movie or the novel The Last Jedi. Oh God, Lucasfilm, please stop using names from the EU, please. Or stop repeating them. It's so damn confusing. Now, The Last Jedi, I think this is a really good story, this particular one. I think it's the best of the 5 I'm reviewing, at least after the first, after the Lando one. And this is when Luke meets someone that was supposed to be a Jedi, but due to an injury he received, he was unable to be a Jedi. Even though this is a short story, it feels longer than it actually is, and it isn't a bad thing. And not to mention, it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's one of those issues where a one-issue story does work perfectly. It's a good short story. Luke learns a lesson towards the end of this, and regrets the way he treated, the person that was a Jedi, considering his mental state. Overall, I think 2 out of the 3 issues were good. The other one are forgettable. You can completely disregard them. The beauty about this is, you can just skip those issues. Though, if you're like me, I own the whole damn thing in hardcover. So yeah, I probably would give, issue 46, a classic rating. Same thing with issue 49. I really don't want to give away too much of these issues. I just want, people to read them on their own. And let's be honest, I'm going to be honest here. Those are not the issues I'm interested in talking about as much as the next issue, which is a issue that Marvel 108 is a sequel of. This is Darsonovia, over and out. See you next time with another video. Later.